Imagine waking up to the news that you can no longer travel to the United States, not for vacation, not for business, not even to see your loved ones in an emergency. No matter how good your intentions, if you come from one of 6 European countries, the doors of America are effectively closed to you. Today we explore President Trump's announcement of a new travel ban on Europeans. Which 6 countries made the list? Why now? And what does this mean for families, students, and businesses? In the next part, we'll travel step by step through history, policy, and human stories, slowly and calmly. Long ago, in 1882, America passed its first big travel law. It was called the Chinese Exclusion Act. It said people from China could not come. President Chester A. Arthur signed it into law. For over 60 years, this rule kept one group away. Then, in 1924, the Immigration Act set new country limits. Each nation got a small quota of arrivals. Dreams of new lives were put on hold for many. Through 2 world wars, rules changed again and again. After 9/11, security became the top concern. New bans and checks swept across airports and borders. Each president added their own rules. Technology joined the story too. Online visas and databases. America's gates opened and closed with history's tides. Today's travel ban stands on these old foundations. Next, we'll meet the 6 countries on today's new list, and why they were chosen. France, yeah, the world's top tourist destination. In 2015, Paris suffered deadly terror attacks. Cyber and human smuggling let attackers slip across Europe's borders. Under the visa waiver program, millions of French visitors skip visas. That freedom, some argue, may hide a few risky travelers. American agencies reported gaps in data sharing with French police. These gaps could let dangerous individuals slip through. Each year, about 90 million tourists visit France, and many apply online to waive US visas quickly. Trump's team worries that speed can sacrifice caution. Beyond security, trade ties hang in the balance. Big French brands, L'Oreal, Airbus, Total, they sell billions in America. A ban could interrupt tourist dollars and corporate deals. French leaders have condemned the plan as unfair. Paris warns of possible travel restrictions on Americans in return. Diplomats now weigh safety against centuries of friendship. For many, this feels like closing a door on friends. Yet for others, strong borders mean stronger safety. These are the layers behind France's inclusion on the ban list. In the next section, we'll explore Germany's place on the list and its unique concerns. Next country is Germany, Europe's largest economy and, a close U. In 2015, Germany welcomed over 1 million refugees fleeing war. Chancellor Angela Merkel opened doors in a bold move of compassion. But officials now say some people slipped in without proper checks. Germany's borders, once tight, felt overwhelmed by the flow. They worry about extremist groups hiding among refugees. The 2016 Berlin Christmas market attack showed real danger. An attacker used a fake passport to slip through checkpoints. Data sharing gaps between US and German police worry Washington. Under Schengen, Germans move freely, no border checks inside Europe. That ease, critics say, can hide threats until it's too late. Germany also sends thousands of students and workers to the United States. A ban could pause tech exchanges and university programs. Trade ties are strong, but security may outweigh business for now. Berlin warns of reciprocal measures if Germans can't enter the United States. Public opinion in Germany is split. Safety or open doors? This choice tests trust between 2 longtime allies.
Belgium, the heart of Europe's institutions. Brussels hosts NATO, EU headquarters, and countless diplomats. But Belgium's complex government can slow national responses. In 2016, coordinated attacks hit Brussels airport and metro. So, terror cells in Molenbeek showed that radical networks are honestly really hard to track. Attackers actually used Belgian passports to move freely across Europe, which is, well, pretty concerning. Decentralized policing can, delay intelligence sharing nationwide. Belgium's visa-free status under the EU. Belgium's economy is tightly woven with American trade. Pharmaceuticals, chocolates, machinery, all flow across the Atlantic. A ban could stall not only goods but also experts and students. Worse, it might fracture NATO unity at a fragile time. Diplomats worry, closing doors weaken shared defense. Belgium's leaders have urged stronger cooperation, not isolation. Yet US security teams insist that, blanket measures protect all. In part 7, we'll journey to Sweden and uncover its story. Next country, Sweden, the land of lakes, forests and, neutrality. In 2015, Sweden welcomed over 160,000 refugees, more per capita than any other European nation. Long known for openness and tolerance, Sweden now faces new worries. President Trump has pointed to alleged rises in violent crime. But Swedish data show overall crime rates have stayed stable. Still, certain suburbs have seen gang violence and unrest. Officials also warn of small extremist pockets in cities like Malmö. As EU citizens, Swedes travel visa-free under the US program. That speed can make deep background checks harder, US leaders argue. Data sharing gaps between Stockholm and Washington worry security teams. VWP travelers jump queues. Critics say risk assessments may be rushed. Yet Sweden sends innovators, like Spotify, to America every day. Tech giant Ericsson builds fifth-generation networks that power US cities. Car makers Volvo and Scania export trucks and cars across the Atlantic. Students and scientists travel freely for studies and research. A ban could pause these exchanges, dimming ties between nations. Stockholm's leaders have condemned the proposal as unwarranted. Public opinion splits. Security first or openness above all?
Country name, Italy, land of art, history and long coastlines. Italy's long shores welcome thousands arriving by boat. In recent years, many people fled war and crossed the sea. Officials say some may slip through Italy's busy checkpoints. From there, they could travel across Europe without fresh checks. Some fear extremist individuals use this path too. Italy's busy ports and refugee camps stretch resources thin. Border officers juggle thousands of arrivals every day. US leaders worry that speed can mean less scrutiny. Italy also shares the Mediterranean with unstable regions nearby. Intelligence briefings note potential routes from Libya and Tunisia. Even friendly ties with Rome cannot ease security fears. Italy and the US share deep cultural and family bonds. Millions of Italian Americans trace their roots here. But safety measures may outweigh sentiment, critics say. Businesses, from fashion to wine, could feel the pause. Italian exports to America are worth billions each year. Italy's leaders now face a choice between trust and tight controls. In Part 9, we journey to Spain to uncover its story.
Next country is Spain, land of sun, sea, and history. In 2017, Barcelona faced a tragic van attack. Terrorists used ordinary vehicles to harm innocent people. Attackers held Spanish passports moving freely in Schengen. Spain's borders near North Africa also raise concerns. Small enclaves like Ceuta and Melilla see many arrivals by sea. Some worry that smugglers could hide dangerous people among migrants. Spain's busy ports handle millions of travelers every year. Under the visa waiver program, Spaniards skip long visa waits. US officials argue that quick entry may miss hidden threats. Spain shares intelligence, but gaps can slow urgent warnings. Critics say closing Spain off hurts more than it helps. Tourism brings 83 million visitors yearly to Spain. American tourists spend billions on hotels, food, and art. Spanish students and workers enrich U.S. universities and labs. A ban could pause vital cultural and academic exchanges. For many, Spain's exclusion feels like closing a sunny door. In Part 10, we'll explore why this policy is being considered now, and what comes next. President Trump teases this plan as he eyes another term. Security issues often rally his base before elections. Global tensions, war in Europe, and unrest abroad heighten fears. In a post-pandemic world, travel has surged back. Governments tighten rules after health passport debates. Airports test new scanners and watch lists every day. Yet critics say broad bans punish the many for the few. Allied leaders warn of shattered trust. Paris hints at banning you. Tourism economies brace for sudden downturns. Hotels, airlines, and museums fear lost revenue. Students face paused degrees and stalled research. Families face door-slamming separations. Businesses risk stalled deals and stranded executives. NATO unity hangs on open lines of communication. Legal teams prepare court challenges in you. Congress may debate new limits or override the ban. Balancing safety with friendship is the great question of our time.